Okay, I don't know why it's telling me to rotate the device. It said to rotate it if I wanted to stream in landscape. So I did, and now it's saying rotate device. Let me see if I do it this way. Then I don't know why it said. Anyways, good morning. I decided to come to you guys this morning from my patio. I went out walking this morning because I'm making this now because I plan on sleeping all day. I feel just a cold in the summer a cold is never fun. A cold in the summer is really bad because I already can't breathe. So factor in heat with being stuffy and congested, you really can't breathe. And so I had to go out this morning because I realized I was almost out of ginger tea. So I thought I'm going to go out and try to walk for a few minutes and see. Yeah, you have black bars on. Uh-oh, how do you bring that back up? Oh, there we go. You have black bars on each side. Horizontal is best way to start it. Well, yeah, that's what I thought. So, okay, so if I rotate it like this, can you see me? Because it says lock. Rotate device. I don't know what that is. That little thing there. I don't know. Okay, so how is it now if I rotate the device this way? Because I'm not sure. So, I don't know. So could you guys see me when I had it turned the other way? I rotated it. And I just don't want it to be side. No, it's okay. Before you start, it has to be horizontal. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so that's why it told me to push that if I wanted to do landscape. Okay, good. Thank you so much. Now I know. So, yeah, I went out early. The store didn't open until 8. You have to excuse all the noise. There's a lot of work. The store didn't open until 8. So I thought, well, I'll just go walk around the shopping center. And I walked for about 15 minutes. And I just couldn't walk anymore. And you see the strangest things when you're out early in the morning. Like, I'm not out there every morning. And you see the strangest things. So I decided to walk in the shopping plaza. And there was a guy on like a moped, a little motorbike. And he went to one of the restaurants. And he parked. And he went into their sheds where you keep the garbage. And so I thought maybe he just went back there to go to the bathroom. Because as I was walking by, he was just kind of facing their dumpsters. But then he was in there for a long time. And I started thinking, is he dumpster diving? Does he work there? Does he manage the place? So anyways, I minded my own business because of the world we live in. As long as I didn't see him drag a dead body back there, I minded. Okay, I should put a disclaimer out here. Anything I say, I am under the influence of Theraflu and cough syrup for 2 days, and my body does not react well to over-the-counter medications. So anyways, though, he was back there for a long time. So I kept looking back, but then I kept telling myself, mind your business, mind your business. Then I went and parked by the store, but I didn't want to park too close because they were outside setting up. So this white van comes and pulls up beside me. And the parking lot was empty. There were like a ton of spaces where he could have parked. And so I'm always on guard. So he pulled up beside me, and one of the back doors of his van was open. And so he looked at me and kind of smiled, I guess to make me feel comfortable. But of course I went into my bag because I might be a little bit on the paranoid side. Some people may call it. I call it cautious. So I went into my bag and held on to a little something. And I kept looking at him because now if I was facing out, he was pulling inward, which means I had to kind of turn a little bit to look up into the van to see what he was doing. So I kept kind of turning, and he pulled out an iPad, and he was working on the iPad. But I still didn't feel comfortable because I thought, there's a huge parking lot. Why'd you pull up right beside my car like that? And so I kept thinking to myself, people are crazy. And I watch a lot of crime shows, so I hear how crazy people are. And I thought that could have been a ploy. Wait, what's it called? A decoy? No, what's it called? That could have been a plot. Not a plot. What am I trying to say? You know, like, that could have been a setup. He could have pretended like, well, I'm just going to pull up like I'm going to use my iPad. And when she's not looking, I'll get her. Look, I don't mean to jump around, but I watched this video. Decoy, don't you think? Maybe that's, yeah, I think that's what I was trying to say. But I watched this show. There was this young girl. Oh, what was that lady's name? Her and Donald Trump had it out during the elections, the blonde-haired lady. What is her name? She has her own talk show now. Oh, I can't think of her name. Anyways, I watched her show on YouTube, and there was a young woman who went to Kroger one night to get her groceries. And when she came out, what is her name? It was some kind of a sexual harassment thing. She had blonde hair. She's very popular. She was on I don't watch a lot of news, you can tell. She was on a really popular station, like, not CNN. Megyn Kelly. So anyways, I was watching the Megyn Kelly show, and this young black woman went to Kroger one night, and she went in and got her groceries, came out, and as she walked to her car, I haven't seen it. Yeah, you should look this show up, though. I've seen her in a while. Yeah, I never really watched her, but I knew she was. But, so the woman went on the way to her car. The guy asked her for, I think it was money or a cigarette or a lighter. I think that's what it was, a lighter. And she said she didn't have one and kept walking to her car. And it was all caught on tape. They showed the video, Kroger's video of her being abducted. Anyways, he, at knife point, forced her into her car, raped her, put her through a huge ordeal, put her in the trunk. The guy, he said he was going to take her to Michigan with him. He couldn't have been, I hate to say it, but he couldn't have been too smart, because he didn't take her phone. And she had her phone, and she had an iPhone. And because she had the iPhone, there is a button on the top that you can push that lets people know where you are. And so it sent a signal to her boyfriend. And she texted him and said, kidnap. And he said, stop playing or stop kidding. He thought she was joking. And then he realized that she wasn't joking. But anyways, she managed to be, yeah, very interesting. You should look it up. I will have to look it up and then make a video one day and put it out here. But the thing is, it just shows how crazy people are. If you watch the show, when this young girl was walking to her car, there were actually people walking past her. There were two people walking past her. And this guy still felt bold enough to walk up to her with a knife and abduct her. And she probably would have died had it not been for that iPhone. And so I'm always on guard, always, looking behind my back and over my shoulder. And, because you just never know. Sometimes, I'm not going to lie, sometimes I'm a little off guard. And I often think sometimes, this will be the time somebody will catch me. I'm off guard. I don't have what I need to have with me. And because sometimes you just have to focus on life, and you can't worry about who's out here and who's got bad thoughts running through their head. So the good part about the cold. No, did you go on your date yet? No, because I have this cold. No, and I've not been well. So I've been on Theraflu, and I've been on cough syrup. And I just found this morning when I came home. I was praying. So I used to take this all the time. Let me see if I can get it out of here. And I believe it kept me really well. And it's from my herbalist. and but I stopped using it because I just started doing really well. So it's called immune adrenal tonic, and you guys seen me talk about this in my blog. So I asked her, I've had this for so long. I asked her, does it go bad? I said there's an expiration date on it. She said it doesn't go bad. I hope not, because I'm gonna take some of this stuff today, and I hope it doesn't make me sick or kill me. But I gotta knock this out, man. I can't breathe. It's summer. I can't go out. I can't walk. I can't exercise. I can't do anything. But I'll tell you, the Theraflu, thank the Lord, this is something that the Theraflu and the cough syrup is working on, because I really didn't want to go on antibiotics. You know, I haven't been on them in probably over a year. I don't want to go on them. So I have been doing liquids galore. Yesterday, I drank Gatorade, about 3 bottles of water, 2 cups of tea. Now I do stay in the bathroom, and I don't get the best sleep because I'm up going to the bathroom. So I'm sitting out here because it's kind of nice. There's a nice breeze blowing, so I can breathe a little easier. And then I'm gonna go in and grab a shower, because the worst thing is when you're sick and you don't feel like showering, and then you feel cruddy because you're not showered and you're sick. And so I did walk for 15 minutes this morning. Didn't break a sweat or anything, but I'm gonna go get me a nice shower, and I'm gonna sleep all day. And that's why I titled this "Sleeping All Day," because I'm gonna take some Theraflu when I get out the shower. I got my chicken soup made yesterday. That soup was delicious. Oh my goodness, I don't mean to toot my own horn, but that soup was amazing. Actually, I almost choked on it a couple times because I was eating it so fast. It's like gypsy hot tea is amazing. I've never heard of gypsy hot tea. Yeah, I was thinking of trying to get a bath, but my tub's not clean, and I don't feel like cleaning it. And because my back is bothering me too, I've got, even sitting out here, I've got the ice on my back. Even when I went for my walk this morning, I actually wore a belt and had the ice pack down in the belt. Like, I'm just a mess right now. So no, I haven't went on my date. He probably thinks that that I just lied to him. Highly recommend it. I'll send you a picture. Okay. So anyways, guys, I don't know how many people are out here, but sometimes when I stop, it's because somebody has sent a message through, and I read the message and I kind of answer the message. But I know sometimes when other people go live and they do that, you're like, wait, you know, if your mind can't follow, you're like, finish the story, and so just to let you know that that's what's happening. So it is gorgeous. I hope this stuff works. I mean, I know it works, but I hope it really doesn't expire like she said, because I'm going to do this along with the Theraflu, the cough syrup, all the fluids, and I pray by tomorrow I'm better. I did get up this morning. I woke up about 4 o'clock coughing, and so some of it did break up and some of it did come out, but there's still some stuck in there. My throat still like itches and on fire when I cough, and I don't want to go into bad coughing spells because I'm just in a bad way with my back, my lungs. Yesterday when I ate that soup, oh, that's what I was talking about. I thought I was going to choke to death. So it was so delicious, and I was eating it too fast, and because of all the GI issues, whatever is going on in there right now, I took a swallow and it didn't swallow right, and it scared me because I know how easy it is for me to end up in a hospital bed. All it takes is something like that. One wrong move, me to start coughing, these lungs not react right to the coughing fit, and I can very easily, just from something so simple, it actually can be any of us, but I know for me how easy and how quick I can be here, and then be in a hospital bed with tubes in me. And I don't like that. So that's why I asked you guys yesterday, just pray for me. I don't even know where I picked this bug up. That's what makes me so mad, because the incubation period for a cold or a flu or a virus that invades your body is, I think, 24 to 48 hours. That's the incubation period before the symptoms usually start showing. So I started developing these symptoms Monday evening, which means Saturday or Sunday. Saturday would have been the earliest that I could have picked the bug up. Saturday I was in all day. Sunday I went out. I took my friend the food, and I went to pick up some shoes. I bought some shoes from someone on OfferUp, and I went to meet them at the mall to pick up the shoes. So there wasn't a lot of people because I was sitting like near the movie theater, and there wasn't a lot of people. Everybody was in the movie theater. I was sitting outside of it. When the lady and her daughter brought the shoes to me, they weren't in close proximity. And I'm wondering, was that guy sick? Because he actually was sitting on the sofa across from me. And then as he started getting friendly, he came over and sat beside me. And let me tell you guys the story. Wait, okay, I hope I can get through this story because I am wearing down. My throat's getting kind of raw. And I don't want this to go past 20 minutes. Because I think people have too much. They don't have the time to sit and watch hour-long videos. But let me tell you guys why I may not call this guy. I was going to do it first of all because I always give people chances. Always. Because no matter what people have done in their life, they can change. I've changed. I've done wrong things in my life. I've changed. I've done things in my life that I'd never do again. So I've changed. I've seen a lot of other people change their lives. I've seen drug addicts change, alcoholics change. You watch TV all the time. You see prostitutes who transform their life. Go to church. You'll find a bunch of people in church who used to be wicked and heathens and have changed. They may still have those ways because we're human, but they've changed. So anybody's capable of changing. And that's why I give people chances. And I met a homeless guy few years back, and he said to me, I bet you'd never go out with me. And I said, why not? And he didn't believe I would. And he took me out to dinner, and he said, I didn't think you were going to come. And you know what? He showed up with a necklace in hand. I said, some people who have great jobs and homes and stuff don't bring you a gift. They don't even bring you like a little flower or something. He showed up with a necklace in hand. I don't know where he got it from. He said, I had 2 of them. I saved the pretty one for you. So we went out to eat, and the people took too long to bring the food. And he told me that he was an alcoholic, he needed a drink, and he didn't have patience. And he was getting really upset because the food was taking too long. And I kept kind of laughing and trying to calm him down a bit. Anyways, we went out. Oh, I'm so sorry about that, guys. I'm so sorry. That feels so good when that breaks up. Oh, it's almost like I can breathe a little bit when I cough some of it out. But I'm so sorry that happened while I'm going live. So anyways, where was I at? So I went out with him, and we took a picture together, and he kept calling me afterwards. But, I just kind of know that I think I go out with people because it never hurts to make a friend. And a lot of the male friends I have right now are men that have asked me out on dates where we just knew. I'm not for you, you're not for me. We just knew it. We became friends. So I always do that. But he kept calling. I knew he was interested. And I knew that we could never be anything more than friends. Now, I ran into this other homeless guy a couple years ago. No, last year when I had my endoscopy done. So anyways, I kept running into him around town, and we became friends. And I saw a picture on his Facebook page of the one that I had went out with. So that was interesting. and I was able to at least tell him I said hello. So this guy, okay, I'm past 20 minutes, didn't want to be. I'm going to make this real quick, real quick. Let me tell you why I most likely will not go out with this guy. One, when I first walked up, he didn't say a word. He sat there. He looked like he was mad at the world. And I was actually going to say, if you're a dad, happy Father's Day to you. But he looked like he was mad at the world. That's not the reason, but just follow the story. So I was sitting on one sofa. He was sitting on the one across from me. So this Hispanic family came, and the guy sat on the sofa beside me. His wife sat on the opposite sofa over by the guy. And the kids, they had two kids, and the kids were like jumping all over the sofa. And they had a big display out for one of the movies, I think Jurassic Park. The kids were like all into that. So when they finally left, when that family finally left, that's when the guy started talking to me, and he looked at me and said, "They better not have touched me." I was waiting for one of them to touch me. So that was a turnoff right there. That was an absolute turnoff. But again, he already looked like something had him mad. And as we did talk, he was having some issues. He was having issues with his manager at work. He was having issues with his job. So he did share that he was having some problems. Secondly, and this isn't the reason why I wouldn't go out with him, but I know I wouldn't date him because he has a 6-year-old. I'm done with kids. I've raised kids. Got a 14-year-old granddaughter. I don't want to be dragging people's kids around, dealing with baby mama drama. I'm too old for that. He was a year older than me, but he had a 6-year-old. So he made a baby in his 50s. I don't mean to laugh, but I don't have it in me. I'm at the end of, I know a lot of people don't consider it, but with my health issues and what I've been through, I'm at the end of my life. I'm on put it this way, the second half, which I am. Even if you live to be 150, you're at the second half of your life. So I want to live. I want to go do things. That's why I'm taking tap dance classes. I want to do things I've never done before in life. I want to, like all the things that you dream of doing that you never had an opportunity to, I want to do those things now because I can. Because I don't have little ones. And, I don't have a family anymore. It's just me. And so why not live my life? So I went out Friday night. And I was supposed to meet up with some friends. Well, everything went crazy, and I ended up out by myself, to make a long story short. So I went to this restaurant. I had $20 in my pocket that I took out with me to enjoy. And I was walking around town, and I got kind of hungry. And I thought I should stop and get something to eat. So they've opened all these new restaurants. And I said, So I walked into one, and I said, "Can I see your menu?" And they had a lot of really nice looking foods on there, stuff that I eat, lentils, things like that. They had burgers and stuff, but they had some really unique, healthy stuff. And the price range started from probably $8 up. So I was looking at it, and that lentil dish looked really nice, but I was like, nah. So what I ended up doing was going all the way to a pizza place and spending $4 for a nasty slice of pizza. So I have to stop doing that, and I have to start living for me. I took $20 out to enjoy life and was afraid to spend it. I didn't want to spend it. But so I went and spent $4 on a nasty piece of pizza that the lentils would have been healthier for me. So I've got to change my whole mentality. God is good, and he has helped me get out of debt. And, I stay debt-free except for my credit cards. I do live on my credit cards at the end of the month, but I pay them off the next month. But thank God I'm debt-free. I want to stay debt-free. I've got iffy appliances, an iffy car, and at any moment something could happen, and I would have to go back in debt. And that's why I won't buy a camera right now. That's why I'm going live. My camera absolutely died. I tried to turn it on this morning, so it's dead. It's gone. And And I'm going to look online to see if I can find something cheap but good. And I don't want to put it on a credit card because I've had to put a lot of, well, too much on the credit card for this month. So anyways, yeah, before look, I'll talk all day. Guys, I'm going to go. I'm at the 25 minutes. Thanks for watching. Continue to pray for me. Really pray for me, since I'm going to take these herbs. And I'm going to trust her when she says they don't expire. That's why there's an expiration date on here. And, okay, thanks for watching. And, yeah, just continue to say a little prayer for me, because I want to feel better. All right, but guys, have a great Thursday.